could see. Yeah, I mean, good. I could. Lisa's joining us online. Hi, she's all set up in her living room there.
It's really warm outside. Pretty sweaty.
It is 77 degrees outside.
And humid. Oh.
I did not do a 6-minute mile. I was thinking about channeling my, Boston runners today, and I started speeding up, and I was like, no. All right, so start with your breathing down on the ground, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab each band.
That's it for heavy bands. Probably different band.
But for stretching. All right, so start with your breathing, either lying down or sitting up, whatever's most comfortable for you. We won't spend a ton of time here since I wasted a few minutes talking already. Just take a nice big inhale, feeling your chest rise, feeling your belly rise, and then as you exhale, feeling that belly go in, feel that diaphragm go up. Pushes the air out. All right, and then you have your band. So what we're going to do with our band is we're going to start down on the ground. And Lisa, I'm not going to face you because I have shorts on today, so I'm going to go this direction. So you're going to put it, wrap it around one foot gently, and you're going to start with just a few up and downs, gently pulling when you get to the top, keeping everything else nice and stable in your hips, your core, your upper body. This whole area is nice and still and stable. You're just bringing some mobility back into that hip joint in the forward and backward kind of plane of motion. Lisa's done this one before. This is a classic Sasha warm-up exercise right here. And then we're going to hold it at the top, gently pulling down towards us. We're all at different levels of flexibility here, so wherever you need to go right now. Remember to keep breathing. And then what we're going to do is you're going to use the band so that your leg doesn't fall all the way to the ground, but you're going to go from side to side, using that band to kind of help you stay under control, but bringing some movement into that hip in a side-to-side movement, which is definitely not something that we would do naturally during the day. Now, you might find you have a lot of flexibility. That leg goes all the way down, maybe to the floor on the outside, or it can cross your entire body. You kind of just keep it in control.
Did we switch?
No, we didn't switch.
Oh.
Next one.
Lisa's not getting worse.
All right, and you're going to hold it across your body just for a few seconds. So you're going to feel more of a stretch through the side of your glute, maybe into your butt. And then we're going to switch, and you're going to let that leg fall to the outside. Use that band to hold that leg up if that's not comfortable for you. That band is there to assist you. Or maybe you can, have lots of flexibility and that leg just touches the ground. That is entirely up to you. And bring it back up to the top gently. Switch out the legs. Don't let the band come snap you. Do it carefully. Keep them, yeah, like Max here.
Like that.
You have really flat shoes. Yeah, that's gonna do it. So then gently up and down. Start with that forward back. Using the band to assist. Keeping the core engaged lightly. You have very light core activation going on right now. The hips are staying nice and stable. You're just bringing that movement into that hip socket, forward and back. When you're ready, we're going to transition right. Oops, sorry, I forgot to hold at the top. Little hold at the top. Reach. Pull that foot down. Feel a nice stretch to the hamstring. Maybe in your quad a little bit. Or your quad, your calf. Oh dear. I'm getting my muscles confused today. Alright, now transition from that side to side. A little pendulum. Maybe notice how this leg can move further, or maybe it moves less than the other side. Just take note, maybe you need to give this leg a little bit more attention later. Keep going, there's a pop-up on my screen that I need to get rid of. All right, we're gonna hold it across the body. Use that band, stay in control. And then switch, let it fall to the outside, letting it fall open. Again, using that band, stay in control. Feeling a nice stretch to the inside of the leg. You maybe even feel a little bit of a pull on the opposite side as it tries to kind of keep you balanced. All right, you're going to bring both legs to the top, put them both in the band, both feet are in the band. Engage your core, press your low back down into the ground. If it's too difficult to have your legs straight, have a little bend in your knee if you need to. What we're going to do is you're going to alternate lifting up with the band, gently and slowly, and pressing your feet to the outside. So we're activating the outside of the hips, and then we're slowly activating the core as we kind of slowly peel those shoulder blades up off the ground. Go at your pace. When you peel yourself up, it's your shoulder blades, not your neck. I mean, your neck could easily go up and down here. You're not doing anything for your core. Taking a nice big deep breath, breathing, resetting, pressing that low back to the ground. Thinking about rib to hip bone as you bring those shoulder blades up off the ground.
You want your shoulder blades off the ground, but your head on the mat still, right?
Nope, your head can come up with it. You just don't want to lead with your neck. Because otherwise it turns into a neck exercise instead of an ab exercise. All right, go ahead, set that down. Set your bands to the side there. We're gonna find our kind of neutral position on our mat. So our low back is not touching right now. We're just finding a neutral position. From here, we're gonna bring our hands behind our head. We're gonna go into a crunch. So as we crunch up, we're thinking about rib to hip bone and really focusing on those muscles on the top, our rectus abdominal. Really crunching, nice and slow and control. 19, 20. Rest, relax. Well, don't relax too much, but stretch out, long body stretch, reaching those fingers and those toes out nice and long. And then we're going to bring our legs up to tabletop. We're going to tuck our tailbone under, pressing our low back into the ground. We're really trying to engage those deep core muscles right now. So we're going to tap that foot down to the ground, really focusing on bringing the belly button in and down to the spine. Don't forget to breathe. The neck can be relaxed down on the mat. Nice and controlled. Nothing is shifting side to side. Your hip flexors are not doing the work right now. It's your core that's doing the work. Even though those legs are dropping to the ground, you really want to focus on that movement coming from those deep core muscles. You find that you lose it, just reset. Breathe in that lower back to the ground, pull the belly button in, all the things. And then just start over. It's totally fine. We're going to do this one for 30 more seconds. Such a good one. Got about 10 more seconds. All right, rest. We're going to go into a side-to-side, like reaching towards our heels. So we're trying to kind of activate the sides of our waistline and our obliques. Reach towards our heels. So picking up our shoulder blades, up or coming up off the mat, lightly. Okay, I don't know, this looks like a turtle to me, but nice and slow, nice and controlled. Now your hips are not moving to meet your ribs as you twist. They're staying perfectly stable and straight, right where they are. The core, your waistline, is what's doing the cinching in right now, and that's why you're moving. So assess if you need to, look in the mirror if you need to make sure the right things are moving, the right things are staying stable. Keep going. We should probably do this, for a whole nother minute. No, just kidding. This is getting a lot of muscles right now. We'll do it for 15 more seconds. 10. I think someone just turned the music on in here.
Yeah, it was so quiet.
I was trying to figure out why it seemed echoey and quiet in here.
Yeah.
The music. There we have it. And done. Let's roll over onto our front side. Oh, and my mat is so gross and sweaty right now.
I don't know beforehand.
Ew. We're going to go into Cobra, stretching out that core. Flip it over?
Yeah.
I probably should. It's kind of gross. Whatever. That's fine. Stretching. You're going to lay yourself down. What we're going to do is we're going to arms and legs. We're going to do a little lower back activation right here. So just at your pace, up and down, little Superman.
I like when this is heading to hamster.
Not sorry. It doesn't have to be a high lift off the mat. It doesn't take much to kind of get those muscles working on your back. And then we're going to add a little bit. You're going to reach out and pull back. We're just gonna do the upper body, reaching out, pulling back, squeezing those shoulder blades together. We're just waking up those muscles on our back. 4, and 5. We'll just do a few of them. Go ahead, relax the upper body. We're gonna alternate from side to side. Our toes are pointed down into the ground, and we're just lifting up a leg, trying to lead with the glute. So the glute is what's doing most of the work here. The hamstring is going to kick in a little bit, but the glute is the one that we want doing the work. We don't want the low back doing the work for this one. So core is engaged, lightly engaged. Really, the core is kind of engaged all the time in life, or at least it should be. It should be like lightly activated. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, bring yourself up. Sit back into child's pose. You can do knees close or knees wide, whatever's comfortable for you. Nice big deep breath. I need to wipe off my mat. All right, you're gonna bring it up into a quadruped position on all fours. We're gonna start with the knee bent, heel up towards the ceiling. You can use the mirror for this one to like keep an eye on that you're not shifting from side to side. Pressing that foot up towards the ceiling. I'm not coming all the way down, but I'm not like doing a super like tiny pulse either, but I'm just trying to really focus on core is active, glute is active, core is holding me stable, it's not letting me fall from side to side. If at any point you're like, oh, I'm shifting, or the hip is starting to like open up, reset. Actually,
14.
a chiropractor about this exercise last week Thursday, and he was like, oh, that is such a good exercise if only people would do it right. A lot of people don't engage their core while they're doing this, and they end up kind of like shifting. Back ends up like arching, and they're like, oh look, I can get my legs super high in the air, but they're not really like doing anything.
24.
4, 3, 2, 1. We'll switch sides, so get yourself set up for the other side. Starting with that heel to the ceiling. You can use the mirror to check your posture. Core is engaged. Make sure you're not shifting. Sometimes we find that like when we switch to being only on one knee, we shift to the side. We want to stay nice and centered.
15.
Lisa's counting on the screen.
Uh,
She's like, how many did you do? No.
Thanks, Lisa.
20.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, sit back in the child's pose.
Oh,
Take a little break. Uh-oh, we're losing Lisa. Just gonna take a second. We're gonna go into downward dog. Feeling a nice stretch all on the back side of the leg. Hanging out here just a little bit. Pulling our right knee through. We'll go into pigeon. Feeling a nice stretch to our glute. Staying nice and centered, not shifting from side to side.
Oh, this one.
Oh, this one.
This one breath low.
And I'm just like, oh, just leave me here for a while. I'll just stay like
I
this.
know where I'm tight now.
Some of us might need to revisit this one again later.
Near future.
All right, we're gonna just shift back into downward dog just for a second so that we can pull the opposite knee through. Feeling that nice stretch. A few more seconds right here. From here, we're going to pull that foot out and we're going to go into plank. We're going to do a 30-second plank. So, ribs are in, core is engaged. Belly button to spine. 10 more seconds.
Are we planks this way or down on your elbows?
You could go either. Kind of personal preference. It's a little more for your shoulders when you're up on your hands. 3, 2, 1, go ahead. Rest in child pose. All right, we're gonna get the shoulders just a little bit because we're gonna go back to downward dog so that we can walk ourselves up. Oh, I'm gonna walk right out the screen here. We're gonna bring it all the way up nice and tall. Walk ourselves back down, using those arms to walk yourself out to a push-up on your knees or on your toes. Push up, walking yourself back. So you get a little full body exercise right here. Take your time.
I just want you to know I don't have my air on here.
You don't?
No.
So you're getting nice and warm over there.
Yes, ma'am. Maybe I was looking for sympathy.
Who knew it was going to be 77 on October 11th? They're giving it to her. Are they going to come over? Let's do one more good one. They were all good ones, right? That's what I thought. Finish down on the mat. So you can finish with your push-up down on the mat and then just shift back to child pose. Right, we're going to bring it onto one side because I would just feel bad if I skipped these ever. So we got to do a few clamshells, wake up the glutes. So whichever side you want to start on, 90 degrees in the knees, lifting with that side butt muscle, glute med, core is engaged. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Don't let go. Cover that leg. Raise that heel up towards the ceiling. We're going to kind of like burn this side out here a second. It's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
This is awkward.
11, huh?
This is awkward.
12, I didn't say it wasn't awkward or easy. 14, 5, 4, 3, 2, don't stop. Leave it up here. Leave it up here. Hold it. Isometric pull. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Leave it here. Press it back for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo, that hurts.
Oh, mercy.
All right, find yourself on the other side. You already know what it looks like. Core engaged. 90 degrees. Ready? 20. Here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Bring that knee, hover it above the other one, heel to the ceiling. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Hold it there. Isometric hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Don't let it go. Press it to the back. 10, 9, 8, 7,
Slow down.
6. I can go slower. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ow! Go ahead, have a seat. Bring yourself up to a seated position. Sit nice and wide. Reach towards one side. Bring that arm up and over to get a little low back stretch. And switch sides, reach to the other side. Again, you can bring that arm up and over if you want a little low back stretch in there. Bring the feet together to the front. Sit up nice and tall. Reach forward. Try to really make sure you're bending at the hips. Reach towards your toes. You might just reach to your shins, to your ankles, wherever. Feeling a nice stretch all up the back side of your legs. Yeah, what happened? Did you start to touch your toes? You're not touching them anymore.
I became inflexible.
Oh.
Beat me up too much. Now it's
We're making you more flexible now.
All right. Just like that, we are done. Thank you. See you later, Lisa.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Only the cool dudes are here.
What?
I said only the cool dudes are here.